And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So, it is time to let them at it.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
He started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally...
Chance for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And now they can spring out of defence. Pedri. Played back. Bellingham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Vinicius Junior. Great ball, shot a goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Pedri. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Rijkaard. Played out to the right. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Threads one in. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Bonucci. And it's Van Dijk. Robertson. Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Goulet. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a promising position. Deep cross. That's a decent clearance. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. That's a good ball out wide.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Valverde. Pedri does well to stand firm and defend it. Kane. Out to the right.
This is the time you need that pace.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Messi. That is good strength. Now it's Kane. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Goulet. Tchouaméni. Over to the left. Mbappe, can he finish? And he's managed to get rid. Pedri. Kane. Into the channel. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Looking here to chip it through. And the finish! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Bonucci. And it's Koundé. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Cambio de jugadores.
Here we go again then.
Barcelona really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Tchouameni, Barcelona, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Mbappe is... Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Great vision. And it's Robertson. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Bellingham. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Robertson. Now Van Dijk. And it's Bonucci. It's a really well-measured ball. Looking for the run. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's a fine interception. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Knocks it into space. Shifted it to the flank. Shot could be on. Rafinha. Koundé. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Vinicius Junior. Bonucci gets a foot in here.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Vinicius Junior! Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now this could be a chance. He's found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He is through here. Tries to pass it through. Plenty to aim at. And the shot! It's in! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Marcó en el minuto 70 el dorsal 11.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Pedri. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 15 serán sustituidos por El dorsal 4.
And it's Messi.
El dorsal 19.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Bellingham. Dani Ceballos. Bellingham could try cutting inside here. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again. Tries to get it clear. Out of play for a throw. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Such a clever touch.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Martinelli. Caught offside that time. Holding on to the slenderest of leads here. Minutes must feel like hours. And it's Alaba. Swung over. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold hurtling down that right flank. Valverde. He's in space and looking for options. Koundé with the clearance.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Barcelona moments now away from seeing this one out. Played out to the left flank. That has been slung wide. Played with finesse. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Foden. Messi. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Alaba. And he's there to get it away. Madrid have it back and can go again.
They're avoiding the blatantly up.
And that is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Well, how will we look back on that? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And they've got rid. Back into the middle. Incoming delivery. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Pedri. Martinelli will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Carlos Alenia. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Martinelli. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Tony Martinez, proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Bonucci. And it's Bonucci. And Rafinha. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Van Dijk. And Rafinha. Van Dijk. And it's Rijkaard. Spread it left. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Carlos Alenia. Denis Suarez. Rijkaard. Kane.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Played out towards the right wing. Rafinha. Oh, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Keeper's dealt with that. Can he finish? Cleared. There's the shot! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Carlos Alenia. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. Brilliantly cut out. Courtois gets it away. Played back. Pings in across. Koundé with the clearance. Rijkaard. That's Bonucci. Rafinha. Not the most accurate pass. Carlos Alenia. He's on it, can he get away? Strokes it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, good spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's managed to get free. And that has been cleared. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Turns back here, probably the best option. There is Suarez. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's a key interception. Van Dijk. Here's Bonucci. Koundé. He's in a great position here. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. And it's Denis Suarez. And he gets rid in a hurry. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Pedri. Now it's Kane. Now it's Messi. Out to the left it goes. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
They've played it short. Some really good ball movement. Oh, it's Denis Suarez. That's a sharp pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Martinelli. Johnny. Showing great feet there. Johnny. Oh, that's nice. Cross to the back post. Bonucci tries to clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Kane. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi has it out wide and in space. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Referee's given a throw. Van Dijk. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Martinelli. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tony Martinez. Carlos Alenia. Oh, well played, lovely. Rafinha. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Rafinha. And it's Koundé. Ball played for Rijkaard. Looking to play him in, and that could set him on his way. Real chance here. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Rafinha. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pedri. Messi. And it's Koundé. Carlos Alenia. Denis Suarez. Played back in. Bonucci makes the interception. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Denis Suarez. Over to the left.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Messi gets into a good position. It's a loose ball.
Well, they're definitely intent on winning it, and they've come close. Just wondering how many more chances they can have. One, maybe two, realistically.
And it's Rijkaard. Played out to the left flank. Played in by Robertson.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Barcelona are still in search of that breakthrough goal. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Kane. Delicate ball and it... A header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. Koundé goes for a shot! Alava have the chance to go the other way.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Johnny. That's that, the end. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Rogamos a nuestros espectadores que abandonen el estadio de forma...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever... Just eases him off the ball. Big chance! Goal! The breakthrough strike! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Borja Mayoral. Kiko Femenia. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Borja Mayoral. Looking for the run. Good read, needed to be. Rijkaard. Played through into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Diego Rico. Can he get it through? Engages and forces him off the ball. Koundé.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Getafe deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. And it's Messi. Rijkaard. Bonucci. And it's Pedri. And he's forced to go back. Koundé. Rafinha. Distributed tidily. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Borja Mayoral. Diego Rico. Messi. And it's Pedri. Now it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. And he's in on goal. And a shot! Oh, taken with style. Barcelona are back in business. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers.
Messi could move up a gear here. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get free. Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Go into the lead.
That's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And he lines up a cross. Cleared without hesitation. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Robertson. Martinelli. And Rafinha. And the first half is done. Barcelona come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And we're off again. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi. Knocks it out wide. And here's Messi. And it's Koundé. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Rafinha. He's looking wide. He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nicely spread. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Martinelli! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's been taken short, crossed into the middle, and that has been cleared. Back in once, he's got full! Harmlessly behind. Rafinha. Pedri, who does have an assist to his name. Messi. Deep cross. Climbs up big! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 16.892
Martinelli under
espectadores.
intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He won't be happy with that one. Rafinha. Rijkaard. That's a good ball out wide. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Lovely bit of skill. Borja Mayoral. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Over to the left. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Robertson gets over and intercepts. And here's the chance to counter. He can run onto that. And this is Kane. Rafinha. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Great pressure, plenty of it. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Robertson. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9, el dorsal 23, el dorsal 20. Serán
75 minutes
por
played.
El dorsal 37.
Foden.
El dorsal 7.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played,
Se va a realizar
well
un
stopped.
cambio de jugadores.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Played out towards the right wing. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Juanmi. Perez. And this is Juanmi. And Dyke is there, and he can get that clear. Holding on to the slenderest of leads here. Minutes must feel like hours. And this is Kane. Played out to the right. Out to the right. Kane. Now it's Messi. Oh, good spread. Great vision. The ball goes in. It's a mighty effort. Oh, it rattles the bar.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Bonucci. Barcelona moments now away from seeing this one out. Foden. Barcelona finding their passes. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Diego Rico. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Diego Rico charging forward, the ball at his feet. So that's it, it is all over. Barcelona have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Martinelli, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, the rain has put a bit of a dampener on proceedings here, but this intriguing matchup should improve everybody's mood. Both teams will be looking to give their sodden supporters something to cheer about. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Leonardo Bonucci. He's as imposing as they come, Peter, and he knows just how to use his physical attributes to make life difficult for attackers. He's also got a very good eye for a killer long ball, so don't be surprised if you see him launch a few counter-attacks for his team today.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And back out it comes. That has been slung wide. Good ball, good take. He's in a great position here. Little pass back.
Well, to be honest, I think I would have done that too.
Out to the left it goes. Kane. Now it's Messi. And the counter is on. Ball played for Rijkaard. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And it's lofted through here. Played into space out wide. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, that's neat. Oh, it requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are showing just such discipline. Over to the left. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Played out to the left flank. Lovely bit of skill. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he decides to cross it. And they've been given a corner. They've played it short. Flings it. Terrific header. Just off target. There's a probing ball. Rijkaard does really well there. He is strong.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Rafinha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt. Messi! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Koundé. Rafinha. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's looking wide. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Ball's gone out of play. Rijkaard. And Rafinha shifted it to the flank. Now it's Rafinha. Spread it left. Oh, he's found support out wide. That should get the job done. Looking to play him in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. There will be a throw-in. Ball driven towards the far post. Defending of the desperate variety. Robertson.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cleared without hesitation. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Played it again. Big header! Not the best of contact, given it wasn't the easiest of chances.
Some really sharp play there, Peter, both the ball and the way he met it.
That has not gone well. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Martinelli. Pedri. And here's Martinelli. Looking for options for movement. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Here we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Rafinha. Bonucci. Rafinha, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Robertson. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Martinelli. He's got away. Vallecas can breathe again. Just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Martinelli proves just a little bit too strong. Lejeune. Martinelli. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lejeune. Barcelona are still that goal to the good. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Martinelli receives it in a wide position. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that is as far as they're going to go. Rafinha. Oh, good spread. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Hangs in a cross. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
So,
26.
time for changes on
Será
both
sustituido
sides,
por
actually.
El dorsal 7. Se va a realizar un cambio
And
de
it's been
jugadores.
taken short. He's found a way through. Vallecas are looking to go forward now. Over to the left. Van Dijk. Just about up to 75 minutes. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Showing great feet there. Lovely feet. And it's Pedri. Well timed, excellent interception.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a sharp little ball here. That's been cut out, well played. Rijkaard. Pedri. Rafinha. Kane. The pass has gone astray. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he cuts out the supply. Played out to the left flank. That's very neat. I think we're just about done here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Decent chance! It's in! Two ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Tries to thread one through. Now it's Son Heung-min. Well seen. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Kane claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
The action has already started. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Sorloth actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Martinelli. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Simeone, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Llorente. Llorente just loves to go forward whenever he can. It's out for a goal kick. Forwards and with intent. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Koke. He's the kind of midfield player who can do a bit of everything. He's got wonderful technical ability, but also boundless energy and enthusiasm. If things start drifting away from this team at any point, they can rely on him to take things by the scruff of the neck and get them right back into it.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feat. And a chance! Simeone. That's travelling a long way. And no, that was never going to make it. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. And it's Koke. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Gonzalez. An instinctive delivery. And the keeper beats it away. And it's a great chance! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Sorloth quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
There's the crossfield ball. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Still goalless at the moment. Simeone. Now it's Sorloth. Played out to the right. Llorente charging forward down that flank. Referee's given a throw. Nice control. Now the delivery. Oh, what a climb! Goal! First blood drawn. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Martinelli. Martinelli will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Martinelli. And it's Robertson. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi goes short. Pedri. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Gonzalez. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And they can counter here. Koke has assisted more league goals than anyone else this season. And no, he's seen through all of that. Pedri. Kane.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Simeone. Llorente has it out wide and in space. He's being urged to shoot. Gonzalez. Rafinha.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Rafinha. Martinelli picked out brilliantly. Chooses to go back. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Rafinha. And it's Pedri, looking here to chip it through. And that has been knocked clear. Messi plays it short. Now there's a fine ball. Back when it goes. Shapes to shoot! It's in! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that is... And there's the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So once again, we're underway. Koundé. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Koke. Now it's Simeone. Now it's Gonzalez. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Just eases him off the ball. Kane, out to the left it goes. Martinelli in acres of space out wide. He is just caressing the ball, and he's managed to get free. Ball's gone out of play. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now this could be a chance. Chance, surely! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Rafinha certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Baina. And it's Koke. That's a lovely, neat pass. Gonzalez. Baina is in the top 10 when it comes to assists this season. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a super give and go. Cleared away. Kane. Pedri. Rijkaard. Martinelli on a charge down the left. It's a goal kick. Almost an hour gone. Nicely spread. Simeone, who does have an assist to his name. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Van Dijk. It's Pedri. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's a sharp little ball here.
Sorloth really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that interception, most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Koke. Sorloth. That has not gone well. Has a look and plays it forward. Rafinha does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Can he get onto this? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Pedri, over to the left. Baina. Koke. And it's Messi. Kane. Gonzalez. And it's Koke. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That's good play. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Simeone. And he lines up a cross.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Kane. That's going right the way across. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Raspadori coming on here. They need a difference maker.
Yeah, this will make things interesting. He's definitely one of those players who can deliver in a situation like this.
Bonucci.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Threads one in. And it's Robertson. Rijkaard. Now it's Kane.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Simeone receives it in a wide position. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Rijkaard taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game and not this occasion. The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
It certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
We have already started here. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Another rendition of this never-ending feud. It will never lose its significance. That's really well manoeuvred, and he was quick to react.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's well spotted. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Looking for a runner. And that's been won straight back. Rafinha. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now, can they get him away? And that was nowhere near his best. Pedri. Now it's Kane. Out to the right.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And they've got a throw. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to thread one through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rafinha! And they've got rid. Messi could try cutting in. He rises! He will be livid with himself. Spread it left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Rijkaard. Koundé receives it in a wide position. Lofted in. And the ball is out of play. Strong running down that left flank. Played out to the left flank. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Strokes it back. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And here's the chance to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Messi. Can he spark a counter here? Pedri. That has been cut short. That's a sharp pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's not an especially good pass, that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, perfectly measured that. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Pedri. Koundé. And it's Messi. It's Pedri. He shifted it to the flank. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the second half gets underway.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Gets into some space. Oh, he's played it in low. Gets the shot away! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Gol. Marcó en el minuto 48 el dorsal 19.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Can he get it through? Oh, super fun. Big chance! It's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's shifting through the gears here.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space. That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Messi. It's a good run down the right.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
And it's Pedri. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Great vision. Good ball, good take. Well, played right into his path. And that is out and behind, it's a good block.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Picked out brilliantly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Foden. And the through ball. Rijkaard. Pass somewhat off target. Look at the space here. The cross. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Koundé. Messi. Foden. Pedri. And it's Rijkaard. Now Foden. And this is Kane. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That has not gone well. It's played through for him. Oh, he's bustling through here. He's having a shot! Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Rijkaard. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
No, no way through there. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Koundé, Messi. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Barcelona are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
He's in space and looking for options. Oh, shooting chance! And for a moment, time stood still. Spread out to the left.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
That has been slung wide. That's a throw.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Foden. And he's gone searching crossfield for Martinelli. This looks promising, and it's Robertson. Played in. Oh, smashing header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, the players and the coaches have plenty to think about here. A disappointing outing, and they collect nothing for it. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
La alineación de hoy será...
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Cesar Azpilicueta. As a fellow fullback, I'm a massive fan of this guy's tactical awareness, positioning and defensive duties. He's a real dogged customer. He won't back off when things get tough, and he'll always step up to the plate when the pressure is on. He's my type of player.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And as you can see, we've already started here. Martinelli. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Messi. And this is... It's Kane! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Sal. Vargas. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pedri. Kane. Over to the left. Martinelli has it in a wide position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. First quarter of an hour gone. And this is Kane. Great vision. He can run onto that. Neither side yet able to find the net. Rafinha. Oh, good spread. It's a promising position. Nicely weighted ball. Lofted it. It's a mighty effort! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Delivers the ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, smashing header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Rijkaard certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Vargas. Oh, that's delightful. He's looking wide. Martinelli. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Azpilicueta. Spread out to the left. Vargas. Vargas. Koundé does well to stand firm and defend it. And the finish! It's anyone's ball now. Lovely feet. Bonucci can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. And Rafinha. Now it's Kane. That's a good ball out wide. Messi in acres of space out wide. Cleared away. Now it's Martinelli. Played into the box. And it's hoisted clear. Kane. Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! A fine way to mark his 50th game in these colours.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Rijkaard. And he's managed to get free. And this is Messi. He has found the Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Barcelona go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Here we go again.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Rijkaard. Martinelli. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Raspilicueta. Marcao. That's Vargas. Sau. That's Vargas. Played out to the left flank. Rafinha. Rijkaard. Out to the left it goes. Still just a single goal between the sides. And it's made its way to him. No, it's come to nothing. Rafinha. Rijkaard. Rijkaard looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and the creator-in-chief is unsurprisingly being treated as a special case now.
Now that looks a decent ball. Robertson. Quarter of an hour into the second half. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a decent clearance.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Tries a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Bonucci. And it's Koundé. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Agume. Out to the right. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, well played, well played. And that has been clubbed away. Sevilla making consecutive changes here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Gets into some space. Pings it across. Keeper's dealt with that. Goes for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that interception was most necessary. Shoots! That's going to go a long way.
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
Barcelona clearly looking to hold on here right to the end. It's a good run down the right. Sao.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Very much into the last knockings. He's picked his way through. He's looking unstoppable. He's having a shot! Martinelli. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Rijkaard. Voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So, it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
And already we're underway here. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. A game this so far beyond the ordinary. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, Axel Witsel, is a real midfield gem. A very understated player who adds a real spine to that midfield. And he must be one of the hardest players to try and play around, I would think.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Pedri. Rijkaard. And Rafinha. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
It's a really well-measured ball. Nicely spread. It's a goal kick. Koundé. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Spread it left. Martinelli. That's a good intervention. Of danger that was growing. Could try cutting inside here. Here comes the cross. Courtois deals with that nice and simple.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And he's picked out the run. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple.
That's going in strongly.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Koundé. That's a good ball out wide. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Unahi. Witsel. Girona finding their passes. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Knocks it into space. Rijkaard. And it's Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Martinelli. It's Pedri. Pass somewhat off target. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Unahi receives it in a good position here. Played out to the right. Now it's Kane. Pinches it off him. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Unahi. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Martinelli.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Martinelli. That pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Played out wide. That has been slung wide. He's on it, can he get away? And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the second half gets underway.
Barcelona really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Cleared without hesitation. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Unahi engages and forces him off the ball. Out to the right. Messi has it in a wide position. Blind does really well to win the ball there. Chance here to counter. Witsel. It's come to nothing. Rijkaard. Koundé. Van Dijk. And it's Bonucci. Bonucci. And Rafinha. And it's Messi. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Rafinha looking to get on the end of this. Only partially clear. And he's there to belt it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Martinelli. Pedri. Looking for options for movement. And he lines up a terrific header. Oh, it's come off the upright. Has another go. Now, who's going to be first to this?
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Unahi. Oh, good spread. Oh, Red, nice interception. Robertson. Played out to the left flank. And that has left him in a heap. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Out towards the flank. It's run loose here. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Martinelli. He's found a way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Witsel. And Unahi. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Unahi. Distributed tidily.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11 será sustituido por el dorsal 19.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Kane. And it's Robertson. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Stuani. Over to the left. He's in space and looking for options. They've got a corner here. They've played it short. Now the cross.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Spread it left. Martinelli gets into a good position.
A think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It'll be a throw-in. Rijkaard. Just eases him off the ball. Lamar. Played out to the right. Some good work on the right flank here. Pedri. That's that, the end. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous watch.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you.
Pero un empate tampoco está mal. Gracias a todos por venir.
Well, what a sight. Beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning. All those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Knocks it into space. Rijkaard. Pedri. Shifted it to the flank for Martinelli. Rafinha. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Oh, that's a key interception. Out to the left it goes.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Spread it left. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Koundé. Pedri. Over to the left. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pamplona deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Spread out to the left. Robertson in acres of space out wide. And that has been cleared. It's a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Boy Gomez. Opts for safety. Boy Gomez. Budimir. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Robertson. For Martinelli. It's Pedri. Rafinha, distributed tidily. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Pedri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rafinha. And that's gone loose. A probing pass. Can he finish? Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Looking to go deep. And Dijk attempts a clearance.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Messi. And it's Rijkaard. Goes looking wide for Martinelli. Pinches it off him. And here's Martinelli. He's got away. Now it's Pedri. Oh, Martinelli! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for... With both defences still yet to be breached, they rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. When do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in.